foremost British poet and playwright William Shakespeare once said, "All that live must die." This truth is what relatives and friends of Edith Taiwo Omolabake Johnson, née Olowu, will have to come to terms with for a very long time.
If I'd be honest with you, I'm smiling because I think I ought to, because she lived well.
The celebration of their late matriarch's exit at the age of 87 was grand in its class. It was one which gathered people from home and abroad who came to pay their last respects to Sister, as she was fondly called. At the reception, where Events Diary was fully represented in honor of the boss of Radio Continental and one of the sons of late Edith Johnson, we couldn't but notice the love and unity amongst the family members, especially Sister's daughters-in-law.
Over the years, she blessed our marriage with her prayers, her practical support with looking after the children, and always ready to listen to you. She never interfered between my husband and I. She always left us to sort out our own disagreements, because, as you know, every marriage has its disagreements. But she always made me know that she had my back, as the children of today say it.
One of the things I remember her by is a recipe that she uses for cooking meat, for boiling meat. She used to be a great multitasker. She used to do wonderful things. I mean, the sheer amount of work she used to do, I just used to marvel. And I'm thinking, I cannot possibly live up to this.
She loves shopping with me because I'm very patient when I'm shopping for her. And she just loves the fact that I just go all the way for her. I don't go, I make sure she gets whatever she wants.
She was a mother to me. We both lived like mothers and daughters, and sister would always say, when I go there, "Oh, mommy, Ma would tell you." I remember those days we were so close to each other. We go, her party was my party, everything. My pot, my kitchen, her kitchen.
We will miss her, but we thank God that she lived to a ripe old age, and to see even her great-grandchildren. She was blessed with many grandchildren and great-grandchildren. We will all miss her, but we wish her a peaceful repose.
She was not a mother-in-law to me, she was a mom to me. Because she always said, "You are the daughter I never had," because I treated her like my own mother. And I believe that's the best way to do it. Because without her, there won't be my husband. So I really appreciate that with my husband, with my mother-in-law.
She lived a good life. And she realized and she embraced God before she went.
Wonderful, accommodating, very generous, very kind.
We also spoke with some of late Edith's sons and granddaughters. They reminisced on the life and time spent together with their late matriarch. They also gave their parting words.
She had lots of wise words for us at different times. I go on the speaking platform these days, and most of my talks and speeches are laced with anecdotal stories from my mother and, of course, our late grandmother. My mother would say something like, her favorite one was, "We learn every day." She wouldn't say it that way. She would say, "We learn every day." And I remember again, she would listen to some of our presenters on radio, and she would say, "That girl sounds like a good Christian girl." And things like, again, because of the Creole background, she would say, "Monkey one box, but in hand short."
She does not allow us to do anything that is against the tenets of religion. She was God-fearing, especially.
I remember one time she always wakes us up very, very early in the morning to go to school, and then she'll come to the room and say, "Fumilola Sheo Shayo, out of the room now, it's at 7 o'clock," and then she comes up and turns off the AC and everything. And I remember when she washes our school uniform very early, when we get back from school because my mom is always very busy. So I'm going to miss her.
Like I remember when I was still in primary school, if I come back home, I put my things anyhow. Then she packs everything together and says, "Oh, mommy, mo ti fa aṣọ ẹ fún ẹ. Mo mọ̀ pé kò mọ̀ but that's díẹ̀ tí kúrò lára ẹ." And sometimes I'm very close to my grandma because before I went back to school, I had an assignment to do paper mache. Then she was helping me pound it, not knowing that when I come back that things will turn out like this. And actually, when she died, I was actually in front of her when she died. She died in front of me, so it was so painful.
Sister, you know very well that we miss you. But those things that you taught us, to be kind to people, to know that those who are closest to us are those who determine how successful we are. Those things that you reminded us of every time. Never look down at anyone and embrace people who come to you. And that be careful how you deal with those who are not likely to be of any use to you. So I remember her.
I know that each time I think about her, I wept yesterday when I saw her picture. Yeah, I will miss her greatly.
I will miss when she comes to us and start and pack our things and arrange everything for us. And I will miss when we'll be together all the time. And I wish she can come back.
Nítorí màmá sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́, Olúwa kó dalẹ̀ fẹ́nìyàn rẹ̀.
Not only were there notable side attractions, but musical performance came as well from Rdj'S, who brought the Owambe style home to give the late Edith Omolabake Johnson a grand exit.